Alright, let's see if this works.
Junk Shop Libraries Improv Bible Study. Are you ready for this?
All right, well, welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, and others as applicable to Junk Shop Libraries Improv Bible Study. We are trying something a little bit different now. I'm trying to get the hang of an app. This is not my strong suit. So, we will see how we shall do. We will be turning today to the 13th chapter of Deuteronomy, the great Moses filibuster of 1500 BCE. Strap in, y'all. It's the word of the Lord. If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, Let us go after other gods which thou hast not known, and let us serve them, thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your God proveth you, to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Ye shall walk after the Lord your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments, and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him. And that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams, shall be put to death, because he hath spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God, which hath brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which the Lord thy God commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, Let us go and serve other gods which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely, of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shalt thine eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him. But thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be the first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he hath sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. And all Israel shall hear and fear, and shall do no more any such wickedness as this among you. If thou shalt hear say in one of thy cities, which the Lord thy God hath given thee to dwell there, saying, Certain men, the children of Belial, are gone out from among you, and have withdrawn the inhabitants of their city, saying, Let us go and serve other gods which ye have not known, then shalt thou inquire and make search, and ask diligently. And behold, if it be the truth, and the thing certain that such an abomination is wrought among you, thou shalt surely smite the inhabitants of that city with the edge of the sword, destroying it utterly, and all that is therein, and the cattle thereof, with the edge of the sword. And thou shalt gather all the spoil of it into the midst of the street thereof, and shalt burn the city, shalt burn with fire the city, and all the spoil thereof, every whit, for the Lord thy God, and it shall be an heap forever. It shall not be built again. And there shall cleave naught of the cursed thing to thine hand, that the Lord may turn from the fierceness of his anger, and shew thee mercy, and have compassion upon thee, and multiply thee, as he hath sworn unto thy fathers. When thou shalt hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep all his commandments which I command thee this day, to do that which is right in the eyes of the Lord thy God. And there we have the 13th chapter of the ever and ever charming 5th book of Moses, called Deuteronomy. Alrighty then. That is more like it. That's more of that good old-fashioned Old Testament prophecy and wisdom that we have so grown to expect, but recently of which we have seen so terribly little, because Moses keeps repeating the same crap over and over, and yet for some reason very little of it has been either the fun stuff or the abominable stuff. At least he didn't go back and regurgitate the instructions for making the curious girdle of the ephod, which, as fun as it is to say, was absolute hell on big squeaky wheels to read. Anyone who stuck with me through the entire Leviticus playlist is to be commended mightily. But no blueprints today. Today we smite. I mean, we don't actually smite, but we are instructed to smite. Go not after false gods. And if anyone tries to tempt you into going after false gods, seize him and throw rocks at his face till he dies to death, you and all your happy family and friends and neighbors, even if it's your mama. The Lord is a just and merciful God in a pig's eye. The Lord is the archetypal jealous girlfriend. You shall not look upon anyone else. You shall not touch them, neither shalt thou speak to them, or I will beat out the windows in your car and probably cut a bitch. Except in true Old Testament fashion, you've got to help kill the temptress or temptor. And then, just when you think it's almost gotten barbaric enough, if there are pagan cultists in these pagan towns you go into, and they flee rather than be destroyed and go hide in some other city, then you got to do research. You got to figure out if it's really true that they are sons of Belial. And if you find out that cultists really did move from the city you have invaded into some city you have not yet invaded, you don't go and invade that city too. No, 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 no. You go to that city and you burn that shit to the fucking ground. Kill everyone in there and all of their sheepses and horses and oxen and assen, and take all their stuff, every last bit of it, and pile it up in the middle of the street and set it on fire and let it burn. And never again build anything on the spot. That's some Old Testament. That's what I'm talking about. Knew we'd get back to some kind of horrendous war crime eventually, which is why I've been willing to suffer through the past 12 books of the 5th book of Moses called Deuteronomy, which has just been so ghastly dull. It's been just very, very difficult for me to come back to it every session. And I get to have fun poking buttons and doing graphics and stuff to the best of my very, very limited ability. Some of y'all have actually been watching this crap. I applaud and delight in your loyalty, but I don't get it, man. But this is what we want from the Old Testament: genocide and arson. And you notice something else about this whole burning to the ground the town to which fled the sons of Belial? Doesn't make any allowance for the character of the town. If you take in members of a forbidden cult, you are worthy of death by association. But remember, it's a religion of peace and love. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Well. All right. Well, that has certainly put me back on board with Deuteronomy. I was starting to wonder if anything was ever going to happen or change. Arson genocide. When you least expect it, Yahweh comes along with instructions for arson-based genocide. Woot. All right, well, we will reconvene before too much longer for the 14th chapter of Deuteronomy. Well, I'm not seeing... Oh, there goes that magic word, abominable. Okay, so who knows what we may be condemning to death next time? Or who? You'll just have to come back and see. Hit that bell to turn on your notifications so that in the rare event that the notifications function actually works for you, you'll know when the next one of these goes live. Poke the Pope to subscribe if you've not already, and join our happy little band. Give me notes on the audio feedback. Hopefully not the audio feedback. Give me feedback on the new audio stuff in the comments below. So we'll see y'all again here soon. Throw me those little blue thumbs ups if you would be so kind. And until we meet again, everybody take care, be safe, and as always, stand against hate.